Hello everyone, xHedra here, bringing you episode 72 of Modern Skyblock 3D Parted, a mod pack by Emoziwa Gamer. So, based on the title, you know something's about to change. This episode was way overdue, and I think I need to thank Ing for that, because I needed a good kick in the butt. Look at this comment right here, I'm going to put it on the screen now, pause if you want to read it. So, he's right, I'm really derpy, and my biggest problem is that this is a very long mod pack, and unfortunately it's the first mod pack I ever decided to do that doesn't really have a storyline, that's not really bringing you somewhere, and that's kind of brought my motivation down. And I keep saying that I'm motivated to finish it, but in the wrong way. I'm motivated to finish it by trying to complete every one of these quest lines in 3 episodes. Which means that in my mind I'm like 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 20, 27, 30, 33, 36. Like when I count this at 3 per, I'm like 50 episodes away. And the problem is I have such bad setup everywhere because I never upgraded anything that I end up really raging at things not going well, and I kind of lose focus all the time. And since I'm trying to rush through the mods, I'm doing things not properly necessarily. So, on this episode, I'm going to do something very different. I'm going to focus on quality of life improvement. I'm going to make sure that my whole power problem is resolved, hopefully for good. I won't guarantee 100% that it'll be fixed for good, but as good as I can. Then I'm going to start using every mod. So it's going to be a very different episode. The way this is going to work is that I'm going to tell you what I want to concentrate on, and then I'm going to go into a time lapse, and I'm going to take care of it in the time lapse. Okay, so first thing I want to do, while I'm talking about improvements to the mod, improvements to what I'm using and really going through the mods and using them properly, well, let's start simply here. If you look at this, I put all of these in here to push the mobs so that they would get killed. But there's a little thing here called show working area, and it tells me, see, works only here. Only in that small area. Now let's go up here. If I do this one, the reason I had so much problem bringing the cows to it is, again, only works in here. And why isn't this feeding properly and I have to bring the mobs to it every time? Because only in front of here. And why the babies won't travel properly? Because in front of here. But to that, there are upgrades. And in this mod, they're really simple upgrade to make. At this point in the game, there really isn't any upgrades that are hard for me to make. So let's search for @indust and let's look at these upgrades. I have all of these upgrades that I can do. So first, I'm going to do a tier 3 range, a tier 2 range addition that I want to put on the cow killer. Then I'm going to do some tier 4. Yeah, I'm missing copper, of course. Let me go get some copper. I'm going to do some tier 4 on the, tier 3, sorry. Tier 3 is going to be enough. I'm going to do some tier 3 on the cow feeder and the baby grabber. And then finally, I'm going to do a range 5. No, not 5. What's the 6? Silver? Yeah, a range 6 on the mob killer, on the mob killing. So that is going to be an immediate quality of life improvement. So let me come here and grab, oh, don't die, and grab a couple of stacks because now my feeder should be working well. So I might as well fill it properly. So let's start with the killer, okay? So in the killer, right here, the mob slaughter, if I put a tier 2, it goes just far enough not to touch any of my adult cow. So I'm going to put that one right here and hide this. Then I know that I made them too big, but I'm going to put a 3 in here, which means, look, it's now feeding all of the freaking cows. All of them, not just the ones that are close by. But now I have babies. Look, this baby's not being grabbed. Well, Let's remove this view and do the same thing with this one and put a tier 3 on it. And voila, all of the babies are being grabbed. So now this setup, I have nothing to do with it anymore. It's going to work by itself. I never checked if the sewer can have an upgrade. So sewer, if I do this, yeah. Okay, so if I would position the sewer better, I could grab everything from the cow. But that's not where I want to put it, so let me just grab it again. Remove this, remove the show, because that one I want to put in the mob farm at the bottom. So if I come back here, and I put it right here, look at this. All of the mobs, even the furthest one, get killed. See, it even goes one too far. Will it kill my... No, it stops right at my villagers, so I'm good for that. It's not going to kill my villager. So that's finally everything's taken care of. I really should have taken a better moment to look at this. Now, the other thing that I want to do with this mod is when I looked at it, I keep having old things, okay? What do I mean by that? This super nice stone production, which keeps stopping all the time. And this super nice cobblestone generator, which is not connected to anything and is kind of slow. These two set up, and then this setup that makes charcoal, and the only reason the charcoal is full is that I'm not really using it right now, because if I was using it, it wouldn't be full. So what I really want to do about that is I want to automate things some more. Oh, I forgot to put... Let's go put some food in the feeder. Completely forgot about that. Kind of way over the place. So this right here, let's fill that up. And when I come back here in a while, this thing is probably going to be overfilled and I'm going to need to do something else about it. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to do is that I want to take a quick time and show you everything that's in here. We crafted a lot of them, but we didn't craft all of them. So one of them right here is the Lava Fabricator. So the Lava Fabricator takes power to fabricate lava. I have this set up here, but unless I come back here and put some blaze powder block into it, my lava production stops. And this, it's 32 KB. But it's 32 KB, why? It's 32 KB because it's not upgraded. If I remember correctly, and that I'm not 100% sure, it's more of a test, I think I can click on this and upgrade the capacity to 40K. So let me grab 3 of those. And let's try to put another one. What happened if I put another one? It goes to 48. Can I put a third one? 56. Can I put a fourth one? 64. So I'm going to grab 5. Why 5? Well, I want to put one in and I need to go check something. So if I come here and I put another one, 72. Okay, let's go check something because the lava's being used somewhere. I just need to make sure that I don't need to upgrade both sides because I've never really done that. So no, it does upgrade both sides. So let's just try that again. Can I upgrade again and again and again and again? See, 104K. That's 104 bucket worth. So that's a lot more than we had before. And I don't even know what the max is. And I have, I don't have a lot of ender pearl. So that's something I'm going to have to resolve. Now, I'm going through my ender pearl not being careful, but I wanted to see what the theoretical limit was on that. Let's just grab one more ender pearl. Although, like I just said, am I being derpy again? Yes, I'm probably being derpy again. Where is... So, let me just do R on ender pearl. Yeah. I don't need to do R. Oh! Where's the ender zoo? Let me just do R on ender pearl because there's been a lot of update in this mod pack. And these ender fragment, where are my ender fragment? I seem to have lost all of them. I had a whole drawer full of ender fragment. I guess I don't anymore, unless it's something right here. No, what are these? Soul gem. Okay, so I'm out of ender fragment, and I'm not out in the sense that I don't have any anymore. I'm out in the sense that they must have changed something to them being generated, because I remember when I was looking at here, there was 1 or 2 drawer completely empty. I'm guessing one of them was the ender fragment. So now I don't have a lot of ender pearls, so I'm going to have to be careful about that. But I'm about to resolve that soon. Well, soon. Hopefully as part of this episode. So the reason I wanted one is if I put one on this... Okay, so that doesn't upgrade as easily as just clicking it with a... what's it called? With a ender pearl. So these are called multi-storage. So let's look at multi-storage. And is there any upgrades or way to upgrade? I'm just kind of searching stone storage upgrade. Nope. What is this here? So I don't know exactly how to upgrade that one. Let me just check quickly in the mod if it was something that was written and I just forgot. So Enderlink chest. Let's share inventory with other Enderlink chests that have the same color code. You can increase their capacity by 3 slots using ender pearls. Okay, so that's already maxed out because it has an extra 3. And if I go to ender tank, maybe it's going to say what's the maximum. You can upgrade it by 80 bucket. So 104, 112. We were at 32, I think. So 30. You know what? I'm going to use one more ender pearl. I think that was the last upgrade we could do. I think that now this is maxed. No, I guess I'm wrong. So 32, 80 plus 32, that should be 112. So maybe it's a bug, I don't know, but it's now maxed out. So I want to craft a Lava Fabricator anyway, because I might not use the lava that fast, but I don't want to have to refill that anymore. I want the lava to just be done by itself. So let's come back here at Industry, and let's find the Lava Fabricator right here. And let's see, what are we missing to craft that? We're missing a redstone block. Let's do that. And then we're missing a 2 magma cream. 1, 2. And I think we're missing a steel core, a steel casing. Let's do 1 steel casing, and we should be good now. So that's 1 Lava Fabricator. So I want to set that down to be able to use that to generate lava. Now the next, you know what? Let me just clean up a little bit. Do I have enough space in here? This is starting to get full. So I'm going to put my imprisonment net all in here and the carrot. I don't want to have to carry that on me. Material, okay. The other thing is the Material Stonework Factory. So the Material Stonework Factory, I'm going to craft the second one of that if it's... I don't remember how hard it was to make. Material Stone... Well, let's just search for it. Material Stonework Factory. I have everything except... Okay, except multiple thing. I shouldn't say I have everything when I'm missing 4. So I'm missing this, and I'm missing a crafting table. And I'm missing what else? A steel casing, of course. Yeah, so steel casing. Let's do another one of those. And I'm missing the 2 buckets, a bucket of water and a bucket of lava. So let's just grab that right now. And I'm going to show you why I want to do this. Because, oh, that's going to be part of what I'm doing. So let's grab the bucket of water right here. And come back and get that resolved. So right here, I'm missing Stonework Factory. I'm missing this right here, a second one. So the reason I want 2 of those, well, first of all, because one is a cobblestone generator. So instead of having that derpy cobblestone generator here, I'm going to be able to power this, and it's going to start generating cobblestone out of thin air for free. How do I know this works? Well, very simple. Let's go put it down. What I want to do now is have one... I'm going to do a little bit of magic. I need one of those transfer nodes. So let's come right here. Do I have any thin transfer node? Yes, I do have a thin transfer node. Let's grab this. So when you're doing transfer node, you can put them down like this. Oh, and it places them down so that this is going to... Oh, I should have grabbed 2. When you have 2 thin transfer nodes, you can use one to click on the other one and remove it easily. That's why I went back to get a second one, because it's going to be simpler. So let's come back right here. And now you see, this is green, meaning that it would grab from here to there. What I never told you is that if you hold Shift and Control and place it down, now it's going to go the other way around. So now I can put a Material Stonework Factory here which is creating cobblestone and trying to put them here, which is rock crushing it. But we can say, no, furnace mode. And now it's making stone, so we can start pushing stone in here instead. And now, this is infinite. And this is running almost as fast as this. Well, it is running as fast. See, this never really empties. So now we're going to be maxing out our diamond. Now the problem is, we still have this rock cleaner not doing enough. So what we're going to do with this rock cleaner is we're going to shift, grab it. Oh, let's just break it. And we're going to do the same thing and put a transfer node in here. And then put that right here. And now it's transferring and it's cleaning. So now we're going to have a problem because we need to put that somewhere else. So let's break this. Bring it right here. And I'm going to do the same thing I've done. I'm out of transfer node. So let me grab another thin transfer node. Right here. No, right here. I'm going to grab another flat transfer node. And I'm going to put it on top right here. And then grab that and put it right here. So now I have this emptying in two places. So some are going to get in here. Some are going to just go up. The problem with that is this is creating it faster. So what if I take this off? Let's just lag and freeze for 1 second. Let's just break this for 1 second. So if I take this off quickly, this is, I don't think that this is processing the rock cleaners able to clean fast enough. And these machines, unfortunately, I don't think there's any way of accelerating them. Like if this machine was the problem, I could accelerate it, but not this one. So what we're going to do instead is I'm going to go grab another storage crate. Do I really want a storage crate? Well, okay. So now I'm doing something wrong again. Let me take the time and explain to you what I'm going to do now. Now I'm going to go into time lapse. And in that time lapse, I'm going to move this machine, the Stonework Factory, this rock crusher, and this rock cleaner so that this whole step is automated. Why? Because I honestly need the diamonds, and I need more diamonds, and this is just not going fast enough. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to export everything from the rock crusher to one of these storage. And I'm going to export from this storage to this rock cleaner, and from this rock cleaner into an ender chest that I'm going to bring here, and I'm going to connect the ender chest to this so that everything goes in the proper drawer properly, in the right place. And I'm probably going to do a second rock cleaner because I have so much stuff. Like, see, there's still all of this to clean. I just want everything to go through the cleaner, all of this. And I'm going to have to put a chest for every kind of resource. And I'm going to check them once in a while. And once I see in the ender chest that something is fully filled, I'll just upgrade those so that they won't overfill. Or maybe at some point I'll even put a void upgrade because I don't really care for them to be full or not full. So I want to do that, and I also want to set up the Lava Fabricator because those are two things that I really want. And at the same time, I'm going to start probably a couple of aqueous concentrator to be able to, start more clay because I want to have enough clay for what I want to do later. So I'm going to be moving all of this. While I'm moving all of this and resetting all of this and also setting up a lava fabricator so I can have this filling with lava when this setup runs out, at least this one's work. I'm also going to be producing a lot of upgrades because next step is probably going to be fixing my power, and third step is going to be giving myself a good crafting area there. I want to have a good crafting area there, which means I'm going to bring at least an elite smelting factory, and I'm also going to bring an elite crushing factory, so that as part of my crafting setup, when I need to craft something, I'm able to craft it immediately, and I don't have to travel back and forth. So the only things that I would travel back and forth are things that I need to do, things that I need rarely, and I just need to produce a bunch of. I want some iron. I should have some iron in here. How is this going? This is still, this is producing a lot of gold. Let's bring the gold here. And I want more steel because I'm going to need a lot more steel. So I'm just going to start a big bunch of steel for now. So let's come right here and fill all of this with steel. Now, as I upgrade those machines, that's the next thing I want to show you. I'm going to bring some of these machines over to here. These machines are noisy. I don't want to have noisy machines. So if you take the time and look at mechanism, let's go back to our crafting area. But if you take the time and look at what mechanism has to offer, well, guess what? Mechanism also has some upgrade. One of them is a speed upgrade, so that sounds good. Let's make one. I'm just one for now. And there's something called an energy upgrade. Wow. Okay, there must be an easier way of crafting this. Yes, okay, gold dust. So let's make, I'm just curious about making 2 of these. So let's put 2 of these in the rock crusher right here. And these are going to be used to make glass. Let's wait for my 2 gold dust. 1 and 2, perfect. Now let's go back here. I should be able to make these speed upgrade now. These efficiency upgrade. 1 and 2. And what else? Filter upgrade, muffling upgrade. So let's do one of those. And of course a steel dust. So let's go back here. And I'm going to make 2. Why am I going to make 2? Well, first of all, the double crusher works 2 at a time. And like I said, I'm going to bring over a cooking and a crushing one, which means I'm going to want to silence both of them. So let's do 2 muffling upgrades. 1 and 2. You know what? Let's make another speed upgrade because I'm going to want to accelerate both of them. And I might put more speed upgrade. One other thing I want to do is this little tool right here. The gauge dropper. So that's very important. And if I'd done my research properly and went back to everything that I'd done research before, let me just check this quickly. Upgrade. Let me put a muffling upgrade in here so that you can hear the difference. So it cut the sound by 2. I probably want to put more than 1 in each. Again, so not so bad. I'm going to need to put probably 4. But I want to show you this. So now I'm using 49.75 kilojoule, or no, it's full. I don't know how much I'm using. It's not showing the usage, or is it? So it's not showing the usage. Let's put 2 speed upgrade in there. Let's wait for both of them to go in there. 1 and 2. Now, still the same usage. But imagine if on top of that, I now add some energy upgrade. The energy upgrade makes the machine more efficient. So now I've increased the speed twice, and I've increased the energy. So this is going much faster, and it's using 88. It's using more? Huh? Let's remove both of those. And it's using 49 kilojoule. Okay, so what's the energy? Increase energy efficiency and capacity of the machine. Energy efficiency and capacity. So, we're now at 88k instead of 44. So it has more space for energy, but it's supposed to be more efficient at the same time. So let's grab all of this, and I'm going to replace this one. And then I'm going to replace this one. And I'm going to do this and move all of those like this. Grab this. Just going to wait to be able to put the other 2 in rich. And now I'm going to put those into cooking. And this one's noisy. So this one I'm going to want at least 4 or 5. Let's see how much they're affected. If I take the muffling and say, give me the 2 muffling and put those in here. It would probably help if the machine still had some work to do. The 2 muffling are in. So let's grab these 4 and let's put these 4 in here. So it's less noisy, but not enough. I'm going to need to put more. I just want to see what happens if I put 4. Let's see how many more I can make of these. So the muffling upgrades are really steel dust. These are really expensive. For something as useless as sound muffling, I'm kind of sad. So let's take 4 and put 4 in there. Let's go. 1, 2. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I need 2 more. Oh, this is annoying. 3, and 4. Perfect. Let's come back here, and let's do these muffling upgrade. And I can make all 4. Perfect. So now let's go test what happens when I put 4 in. So let's come back to this one and put 4 more. Grab this that I have to cook. Come on. Just want to put that one in. Perfect. Now, I've all the upgrade installed. Nope. Still 2 left. Oh, is there a max of 4? Oh, that's sad. Let's see how much noise it makes. I might not want to bring it next to me. Okay. It makes no noise whatsoever. So, yeah, I'm going to be fine with using that machine. So, I'm good with that. So, finally, the thing I wanted to show you, let's put these 2 back in here, is this, the gauge dropper. If you remember, I was trying to do some stuff in here. I was trying to work things over. And if I come in here, and I try to process another liquid, I had a problem that it was not accepting the liquid. Now, there's nothing that I want to lose. So I'm not really willing to use my feature that I want to show you. I'm going to show it here, but I'm not going to do it. Oh, let's take all of this out, okay? And check. Oh, I'm out of carbon, really? Okay, let's go grab some more carbon because I really want to show you this feature. Another stack. And I'm going to need all of this anyway. So if I come back in here and do this, I'm going to wait for 1, and I'm going to waste the 1. I don't really care about the fact that I'm going to waste it, because it's just going to be 1. It's just that I want to show you the feature. So if I come in here and put 1 here, oh, I put 1 here. Now I had a problem. I can't process the next kind of resource until this is empty, and there's no click anywhere. But if you use the gauge dropper and you go on top here and you left click, empty. So whatever machine, and it doesn't say carbon anymore, it just says empty. So whatever I want to put in now, I can. Okay, so this is the proper way of doing it. This is how you handle the problem with materials that you get. You just use that, and from that thing that you're using, you're just able to you're just able to negate whatever's in it and process with the new material. So that's really the way of getting it done. Let me grab all of that and let's leave here. So now you see, I want to produce a lot more material, and the reason I need to produce a lot more material from this is that the real comment from Ing is not about the fact that everything's bad everywhere. It's about my power. These cable, they can carry 108K each. The problem is they're impossible to use because you can only connect 1 cable here, and this cable can transport maximum 4,000K. So to be able to get this to 100,000K, you would need to connect AF transformer like this, like 20 in a row, all coming into a relay and all bringing the power together, and it's just ridiculous. Especially since, and let me get out of the noise a little bit, especially since we have these power cable. Where are they? You know what, let me just show you the cable. These basic universal cable, 3.2K, so that's less than 4,000, so it's not as good as the MV. But the next one is already 3 times better. And the next one is, what, 20 times better? Oh no, 14, 16 times better. And this is just crazy amount better, but that's not really hard to make. So that's why I'm going to pre-prepare a lot of material, because the second thing we're going to do is fix our power. So first thing is fixing our setup so that we automate the rock crushing completely. Then with rock cleaner, and you know what, I'm probably going to craft 1 or 2 more rock cleaner, because as you can see, this is producing things to clean faster than the rock cleaner can clean, because it can only do 1 at a time, and this one can produce up to 3 resources at a time. So that's the first thing. And then I'm going to also change it so that this cooking setup downstairs for the charcoal, I'm going to use a ultimate refinery, so that this here, instead of having, wow, I'm out of power here. Yeah, of course, I'm using this old oil power that I need to retire. So I'm going to set this up so so that I really grab everything that doesn't matter. I'm going to send everything to a set of chests, one that's going to be maxed for wood and another one that's going to have void for everything else that we don't care. And I'm going to use pipes to empty those, probably higher tier than basic pipe. So that's another thing I want to do. So in my first time lapse, in the first part of my time lapse, I'm going to be doing that cleanup and removing all of those setups. So this place here is going to become squeaky clean, and I'm going to put my automations as a sub-level under here. Why under here? Because the power is here, and for now I want to be as close as possible to the power. So that's what I'm going to do for the first time lapse, guys. So if you look at the screen, right now you see the time where this first time lapse finished, so that if you don't want to have to look at the time lapse, you can just jump to the end where I'm going to explain to you what I did. So see you back in a moment. And I'm back. So, first of all, this nice little thing, it's called the rain shield. And the reason that it's making a narrow like this toward the sky is that it's raining right now. And this little rain shield, look at this, rain shield. It's a flint, a blaze rod, and 3 netherrack. It's super, super cheap. The rain shield prevents rain in a 5 chunks radius around it. I don't know if I unlocked that at some point or if it was added in the mod pack, but it's so cool. I'm so happy I found it. The other thing that I've done is, you can see I've removed this whole floor because there's no point and it was taking space and I didn't like it. The other thing I did is here. I brought an Enderlink chest that brings all of the drops from the rock cleaner, and once in a while I check in the chest here because some have not been put here and they don't know how to get processed, but everything else that gets processed gets put into a chest somewhere here. I've moved these 6, 7, 1 because I need to clean those up, but there's no rush in cleaning those up. Let's go downstairs and show you the setup I did for that. So the setup I did for that is right here I placed a Material Stonework Factory. And the way I said it, Material Stonework Factory creates cobblestone. And then you can say furnace, and what it does, it cooks the cobblestone into stone. And then I could give it other behavior. Like I'm going to show you an example. This cooks. If I do this, it crafts a 2x2. So if I used it with stone, it would give me like these nice little stone brick. It can do a grind mode, which turns cobble into gravel, into sand, into dust. I could do a 3x3 crafting, which would give me compressed cobblestone or compressed stone, and that's it. And I have 5 slots for processing, and I have all these upgrades. I could put a speed upgrade, but as you can see, this is keeping up. Then with a thin transfer node, I'm transferring to the rock crusher, which is full, and I had to put 2 export with an elite logistical transporter to be able to keep this empty. Now, this all seem connected and all seem like a mess, but it's not connected. If you use the tool, the configurator, I turn them all off. So everything that comes out of it here comes into here. As you can see, this is slowly getting emptied. Like it's taking a long time, and I had to put 4 crusher to be able to do that. This one's full-time on dirty Certus quartz, this one's quartz, this one's full-time on crushed stone, this one's full-time on dirty dark gem, and this one is grabbing the first one that it can from the top here. So it's not always, once in a while I come here and I throw a stack into it so that I can process faster. That's probably due to these not pulling perfectly. So I would probably need to move this one and this one up 1 and put this in the middle so that it can extract from both sides. But at this point, this is working well enough and this is emptying. So at some point we will win and this will completely empty. And then everything here is extracted and brought into this Enderlink chest that gets emptied on the other side. So all of that is done. Now, in the time lapse, I also produced a lot of resources. So here I ended up making, what is it that I did? Let me just try to remember what it is that I did. Just 1 second. I just want to put this in here so that everything starts processing again. Oh, I'm out of carbon. That's why. I was wondering what was going on, but like I just said, I'm out of carbon. So just 1 second. Let's put this to cook right here into steel. Let's grab all of this steel, and I'm going to have to go grab some carbon, am I? Yeah. So let's go and grab some more carbon. Oh, sorry, charcoal. So I'm going to grab a stack and come back here and put a stack into that right here. And by the way, so I'm going to... I'm probably going to lose some carbon, but I don't really care. So you can configure these machines to talk to each other. So if you come to site config here, see there's output dark blue. This is dark blue here. So it would output this to the right, but the auto eject is off. If I put auto inject on, and on this one, I put the purple here, extra slot to come here, you see that the carbon's coming in automatically, which is making this process automatically. Now, you know what? This is going to be way too much, so let's just remove some because I don't want to overfill this machine. Right here, And like so. Perfect. So I have this done. Now, we're ready for the next step in the episode. So the next step is, and as you can see, I've cleaned up this whole patch here, and one last thing I want to show. Right here, I changed all of these chests to be connected with an elite logistical transporter that brings it into these drawers, and I put a void upgrade on these two because once I reach my limit of 20,000 something, I don't need more than that until I start the process. And these I've just changed so that here I process every 5 dark oak sapling into plant matter. Same thing here. And if you remember, plant matter we used to put in the, let me just clean that up while we're talking. Plant matter we used to put in the combustion chamber to get dirt. But if I remember correctly, let me just grab one so I can show you. If I remember correctly, you can turn these into the condensed combustion with 4 for 1 dirt. But I can also put it in here, and this gives, I think you need 6. Let me just check again. You need 6. Yeah, you need 6. But as you know, I'm using a tertiary dust, alchemical dust, which gives me a yield of 450. So for each 6, I'm getting almost 5 dirt. So this is way more efficient. And the trick to make sure that this doesn't fill is that you put any other resource to map it, and then you remove them so that nothing else can come in here. The next step would be to connect this dirt to the aqueous concentrator to make into clay. But I haven't gotten to that part yet. And also, these whole tree, this is to make charcoal. So the next step is going to put an elite factory to just burn that all up into charcoal. So let's try to get out through that small hole, and let's just look at the next step. Oh, I shouldn't have grabbed that. Let me just show that here. So the next step is back with mechanism. It's to take care of my power. Finally upgrading my power. So first off, I need basic universal cable. I'm going to make 4 stack for now. I think 4 stacks should be enough to begin with. So 2 stacks, 3 stacks, and 4 stacks. And then I'm going to R-click on those and upgrade these 4 stack to the next level. And then I'm going to upgrade these 4 stack to the next level. And then I'm going to, you guessed it, 4 stack and upgrade to the next level. So now, oh, these 4 won't fit until I get some more. So I have 4 stacks of cable at 320 kilojoule per tick. Well, that's a lot, which means we get into the next step. Oh, just forgot something. We're finally going to build a battery. So I'm going to grab all of this, and I wish, like, I'm probably going to upgrade to the next level later, but for now the first level is going to make such a difference that I'm going to be happy with that. So I wanted to make 2 more port, and I'm going to need some more induction casing. I'm not sure that I need more induction casing, but better having a little bit more than not enough. Perfect. So let me show you how to set up this battery. So first of all, we're going to go under here. Well, let's just not touch any of the cable that's going to kill us. And under right here, this is where we're going to build this. Where's my cobalt pickaxe? Okay. So first, we're going to start the ultimate universal cable right here. And we're going to go make them go this way. They're going to connect visually at some point. That's the same bug we've been dealing with for a while. And it's coming out right here. So let's grab and continue this way. So I'm going to put the battery right here. So, oh, I need to go one more down. Sorry, let me just break this. And let me go one more down. Perfect. And now let's build this battery right here. So the way you build the battery is a 4x3. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Like so. It's really awkward from under like this. Then we're going to put some corners. One here. Oh, I made it 5x3. Dirt. I'm going to have to break something. Just give me a second. And I'm going to put the output right here. And this, I'm going to break these. Let's break this one. And this is a bit slow because I'm flying. but I want to do this under, so I never really need to look at it or go take care of it. Okay, perfect. So the way this works is you need to put these two things in the center, side by side, and they're going to connect. So you put one here, and you put the next one, and you see they connect together. Then you can have induction port not in the corner, in the face, like so. And finally, you need to put a last layer under. Sorry, I kind of fell down. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, and you're going to see some red sparkle magic once it forms. And it's formed. And if I click on it and look at the interface, it can hold 1 gigillion, or whatever joule. So this is coming from our battery. We're connect that right here. It's going to connect, don't worry. And green is input. Now we're going to come here, and this side we're going to disconnect these 3 things, and then we're going to grab these 3 batteries. Where are my batteries? They must be on my person. Perfect. And we're going to put these 3 batteries here because these cables do not connect to the alternator. So you put 3 batteries like this, and now we're going to make sure they're well connected. Of course, I don't have the right tool on me. Give me a second. Where's my tool? Right here. So I have to make sure that the other side is on input, the other side is on input, and on input. And we're going to put these 2 corners on output. So output, output, and I'm going to keep that one on output. And I have a good reason for it. It's just I'm going to reconnect this immediately because this I need to make sure is still connected here to bring power. If I don't have power going to my water generation, my water, steam, vapor, something, I'm going to have a problem with power. So let's just make sure this is still working. Water, and it's still producing. Perfect. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this ultimate universal cable right around here like so. And then I'm going to connect all of these faces. And you know what? I like the symmetry of this. So now this is grabbing power from everywhere. Let's go back under and let's go look at our battery. So power is being brought to our battery right like so. And if I look at it, it has an input of 61 kilojoule. So I'm not using the most 320 that I could, but that's normal because these have a maximum output. And as you can see, it's enough connection that we're emptying them more than we're grabbing from them. So what I'm also going to do, you know what? I'm going to break this and this. I just want to see if I can keep this one from emptying completely. It's still emptying completely. So my problem is this. I can't have this stop working. If this stopped working, this stopped working, and then my whole power is gone. So just to make sure, I'm going to break that, and I'm going to survive on only using from these 2 batteries, and I'm going to be good like that. Because don't forget, I'm also going to connect this side. The reason I'm not connecting this side right now is that it's powering so much stuff. But the reason why I did this is that now, from this side, if you use the configurator, where's my configurator, and you hold shift, I'm also holding space because I don't want to go down, and I switch to energy. If I shift click this, it becomes red to say output, output, and output. So what I'm going to do is from this side, I'm going to bring power. Well, that was weird. I'm going to bring power out from this side to power this side of the base. I'm going to bring out power from here, and that's going to be used to power the immersive engineering. And this one's going to be for immersive engineering, and this one I'm going to use to bring to my main base. So going down under like this, and that's why I produced a lot. Really? Give me this. I think that if I shift, no, let me just break it. Sorry, I'm being a bit derpy, but I just want to, whoa, I was falling. So if I come this way, I'm going to repair this later. So back here, continue. Like so. I don't want to go too far. Just got to make sure that I'm staying within the bounds of my base. Perfect. And back this way. This is going to bring me under my main area, which is exactly what I wanted. I keep making things bad. Let's just finish this quickly. I'm going to clean all of that up later. I just wanted to show you me bringing this over here. And from here down this way. And see, this cable now contains 9 million RF because the whole length of the cable gets powered. So it's even some form of a battery in some way. So it's really good. Let me break the blue one. Oh, for crying out loud. Okay, so I'm going to be doing that in the time lapse. I thought it was only going to break the blue cable, but this is so derpy. I don't want to use the blue cable. I shouldn't. The blue cable should not have come into my end, but that's how I'm going to bring power. That being said, I like having some power locally, just in case there's a problem with the power at some point. So I want to show you another thing quickly. So if I come back up here, which is the last thing I'm going to show you. Which is the last thing I'm going to show you for this. Mechanism has another form of battery. These that I've been using. So if you make a basic energy cube, so I'm going to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So basic energy cube, like I'm going to need a steel casing first of all. So let's grab a steel casing. Oh, I hate this. Put it here because I'm too full. And now basic energy cube, like so. And now from the basic energy cube, we can make a advanced energy cube. And that's 8 million. And from the advanced, we can make the elite. And from the elite, we can make the ultimate, which is 128 million joule. So that right here is something I'm probably going to set up close to here. So let's say this is where I want to start putting my crafting machine so that they're around here. So I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to put this one right here. And then I'm going to go under with my ultimate cable, and I'm going to just connect this to my ultimate cable system. And now if I go back up, if I go back up, I always have an indication of how much power I have because I can look here and see that this is full or empty. Also, this can be used to recharge things. So I can always put something in here to recharge. It just doesn't recharge, I think, as fast as the other one, but it's good. And that's 50 million. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to break all of this, and I'm going to use this to pass a ultimate cable like so. And now I'm going to bring all the machines that I want over and put them down here so that I can easily have access to them. So an ultimate furnace and an ultimate crushing factory and whatever else I want for local resource, I'll just have here easily available. The next thing I'm going to do is get rid of all of these power cable. Like I'm so done with that. I'm never dying from these power cable again. So that's going to be the last part of this episode. I'm now going to go in a time lapse, and I'm going to section by section replace everything to use these ultimate universal cable at 320 kilojoule per tick. I think that should be enough so that I never run out of power anywhere, but it's not a guarantee, and if that's the case, well, hopefully we'll meet something with even more power carrying. But these cable are pretty ultimate, like they're called, and I think we're going to be good. So Ing, thank you for the kick in the butt. I've now improved many of my setup, and I'm going to no longer have any energy problem. And all these leadstone cable, all of this is all going to be gone. And I'm going to have some nice things, and I'm going to be able to go to Tech Reborn and have some fun. I still have to bring power, by the way, back to here, and I'm probably going to bring power here. And you know, I said I would stop using these, but in a setup like this here, it will probably make sense for me to have a battery up here and just use these cable because they still connect to these batteries. I just want to make sure that in my mostly traveled area that I don't die anymore. So I'm going to go under the base right here, and I'm going to end my episode on this. I'm going to go into my time lapse and clean up all of these cables everywhere. Let's just take a quick look at how the battery's doing. See, it's already at 39 million. Like, we're never going to run out again. Well, I don't think we should. So this is going to be great, and we're finally in the new era where we don't have junk power and junk system everywhere. So guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye now!